television screen, an envelope, or a canvas are all examples of quadrilateral. Quadrilateral is one word, but you can see that this part is colored red and this part is colored blue. Quadri basically means four and lateral means sides. If you observe, all these things have four sides. This is an example of a quadrilateral. To name the quadrilateral, we give names to these 4 points. We call them A, B, C and D. These things that we just named are called vertices, and a quadrilateral will always have 4 vertices. Each point is called the vertex, and as we've already seen, a quadrilateral has 4 sides, and the sides are called AB, BC, CD and DA. So remember, every quadrilateral has 4 sides and 4 vertices. There's another important property of quadrilaterals. Consider this table. The surface of this table is flat. It's a plane surface. If I draw a quadrilateral on a table, it will look something like this. If you look at the quadrilateral closely, you can see that all the vertices and sides of the quadrilateral lie on one plane. So a quadrilateral has 4 sides, 4 vertices and is a closed figure lying on one plane. Observe that a vertex is formed when 2 sides meet at a point. And what is formed between those sides is called an angle. This is an angle. A quadrilateral is also defined by its angles. It has 4 angles. Apart from the one we marked, this one and this one. These are the 4 angles formed in a quadrilateral. But how do we name the angles? How can we name this green angle? Well, we can call it angle A. We just named the angle based on the vertex at which it is formed. But a better way to name it is to call it angle DAB, or you can also call it angle BAD. In these 2 cases, we named it based on the sides. Similarly, this angle can be called angle ABC. This one can be called angle BCD and this one angle CDA. And here's the last basic concept you need to know. In this quadrilateral, vertices A and C are opposite to each other, and vertices B and D are opposite to each other. The lines joining the opposite vertices are called the diagonals of the quadrilateral. So these 2 lines are called the diagonals. In this figure, we can say that AC and BD are the diagonals. What are its practical applications? When you watch this video on a 17-inch laptop, what do you think is 17 inches? It's the length of the diagonal. Even when you watch your favorite TV series on a 51-inch TV, it's the diagonal that is 51 inches. So remember, a quadrilateral is a closed figure on one plane which has 4 sides, 4 vertices and 4 angles.
Dimensional shapes: cube, cuboid, prism and pyramid. In our daily lives, we see different things, such as books, football, tables, dice, ice cream cones, etc. All these shapes are solid. These shapes are not flat, like rectangles, circles, etc. We call them 3-dimensional shapes. Let's understand them. There are 3 figures here. The first figure is a line segment whose length is 5 cm. Here we have described this line segment only on the basis of length, that is, only on one measurement. In this way, if we can describe a figure on the basis of just one measurement, then we call it as one-dimensional figure. The ray, the line, is also a one-dimensional figure. Talking about the second shape, it is a rectangle whose length is 5 centimeter and width is 3 centimeter. Can this rectangle be described here based on just length or just width? Think. No, here it is necessary to tell us both measurements. To describe a figure where we have to tell two measurements, then it is called a two-dimensional figure. In short, we write 2D for two-dimensional. Generally, all flat shapes like squares, pentagon, circles, etc. are two-dimensional, that is, 2D shapes. So can you now tell how many measurements are necessary to describe the third shape? Think. Absolutely right. This shape is a cuboid. To describe it, we need to tell the measure of its length, height, as well as width. A figure in which we need three measurements to describe is called a three-dimensional figure. In short, we write 3D for three-dimensional. Generally, all solid shapes such as cube, cuboid, prism, etc. are three-dimensional or 3D shapes. Let us know about three-dimensional or 3D shapes. Cuboid. Can you tell how many flat areas it is made of? Try it. Let us tell you. You can see that here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 is flat area. Thus, the box of matches is made up of 6 flat areas. The upper flat area of a solid shape is called its faces. Hence, there are a total of 6 faces in the cuboid. Now look at the intersection of any two faces. Here you will see a line segment formed.
The line segment at which faces of solid shapes meet is called an edge.
If we look here, there are total 12 edges of the cuboid. Similarly, when 3 edges of a solid shape meet at a point, it is called a vertex. So now, can you tell how many vertices a cuboid has? Try. Let us tell you. Here the vertex is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. The shape of the cuboid can be seen in a brick, cupboard, box and table. Try yourself to find some more objects of this shape. Now let's see what a cube is. If the length, width and height of a cuboid are equal, we get a cube. That is, a cuboid with all its sides equal is called a cube. For example, you must have used a dice to play. This is a cube. Similarly, we can see that Rubik cube, ice cube, etc. are of cube shape. Like the cuboid, the cube has 6 faces, 12 edges and 8 vertices. Have you seen an object of this shape in your science lab? Try and remember. This is a prism. A prism is a solid shape whose 2 faces are identically parallel. One of these 2 faces is called the base and the other one is called the upper end. Apart from these 2 faces, the other faces of the prism are parallelogram. The prism is named after the base shape. As the base of this prism is triangular, so it is a triangular prism. You can see that this prism has 5 faces, 9 edges and 6 vertices. Similarly, if the basis of this prism is square, then such prism is called square prism. So now tell, if the base of the prism is rectangular, then what shall we call such a prism? Think. You are absolutely right. We will call it rectangular prism. You must have seen pictures of the famous Egyptian pyramids. If you look carefully, you will see their shape in this way. As you can see, in this shape the base can be the shape of any polygon. But the rest of the faces are triangular. We call such a shape a pyramid. Like prism, we name the pyramid by the shape of the base. As the base of this pyramid is triangular, so it is a triangular pyramid. Here you can see that this pyramid has 4 faces, 6 edges and 4 vertices. Now look at this pyramid. The base of this pyramid is square, so this is a square pyramid. Can you find its face, edges and vertex? Pause the video and try it yourself. Now look here. This is a cylinder. This is cone and this is a sphere. As you can see, there are 3 faces in the cylinder, which have 2 flat faces and 1 curved face. In this, we also see that there are 2 edges, but there is no vertex in it. The cone has 2 faces, out of which one is flat face and the other is curved face. Similarly, it has a vertex and an edge. Talking about the sphere, it has 1 face, but it does not have an edge and a vertex.